Hello and welcome to the Wise Transformations Community Call. I'm going to mute everybody just for recording sake. And you can unmute if you wish to speak. So glad you're here, whether you're here live or listening to the recording. So my name is Judy Keating. If you don't know me, I'm the co-creative managing partner of Wise Transformation. I'm blessed to work with Bonnie Salomon. And we are two women intent on bringing elemental wisdom and feminine magic back into everyday life. And today, I'm actually going to change this. I'm not going to do an energy session today. I'm not feeling up to snuff. So we'll be closer to 60 minutes today, but it's going to be a great call with the Aquarius and Leo energies. So the first thing we talk about is some upcoming events. So I am going to be doing a 3-week introductory class to discover your inner priestess. The priestess process is what brought me to this work. It is a great introduction class. It's about 3 hours long. It's 1 hour for 3 weeks, and it's $29, and it's going to begin in February 10th. If you have interest in a process that will open you from the inside and allow you to discover all of the resources you actually have inside of you, this introductory class is a great class for you. And we've had some women asking about starting another priestess circle. So we're going to be starting another priestess circle through Wise Transformation on March 3rd, which is the 2 weeks after the other introductory class finishes. So this is a 9-month process, and we do about 28 hours of work together over that period. There's a little bit of homework, but it's a great way to get to know other women throughout the world and to discover how the elemental forces that we work with in these new and full moon calls can be even more integrated in your everyday life. And lastly, for the events that we have through Wise Transformation coming up, I do want to be sure to let you know about the Galactic Gathering of Wise Women. This is an event that is in person. It's going to be in September 16th to the 19th, 2021, at Unicoi State Park in North Georgia Mountains. We did meet in 2020. There was a small group of us that we met very safely and had an incredible gathering, so much so that they said, could you please do it again? And hopefully by then, COVID will be a thing of the past, and you can come and enjoy the fall foliage and the great presentations and the community. So we just want to make sure that you know of these events. And if you have any interest, go to wisetransformation.com. They're right there on our front page. So let's get started with our call today. We always ask that people center before we start, and that can look like anything that feels right to you. There's no correct way because you can't do it wrong. If you just pull your attention into your center, put your hands just above your belly button and below your breasts. That's your power center. You could actually just ask for energy to come in back to your center. And while you just ask for energy to come back to your center, I'm going to ask that Earth give us a grounded experience today, that water allow us to play some and have ebb and flow in our emotions as we seek answers for the full moon in Leo. I'm going to ask that air give us visionary guidance today because we are an Aquarius sun. I'm going to ask that fire give us warmth and allow us to seek within the fire within us for the answers that are right for us individually at this time. And Spirit, I just ask that you allow the women here today to be supported by you in whatever way is true for them, and anyone listening to the recording as well. And with the support of the elemental forces, we shall begin. So when you have a full moon, and the Leo full moon is actually tomorrow, you're working with two signs. You're working with this Aquarius sun in this case, and the Leo full moon. You can use this as a release phase, meaning you can let go of what is hindering you, whatever is in your way, whatever you perceive might be outdated for you. These are things that full moons help us to work with. But we're going to be working with both the Aquarius energy and the Leo energy. So let me tell you a little bit about those energies. Aquarius is an air sign, and it teaches us the importance of innovation. It has cosmic perspective on life and often brings radical new ideas to humanity. We could use some radical new ideas right about now. It is the detached, free spirit visionary, exploring unconventional territory. It's interested in helping the world to become a better place through humanitarian ideals of love and truth. It's unique, inventive, progressive, and original. So you can call upon this Aquarius energy of being a visionary in your own life, of coming up with maybe unthought of or unseen solutions to what's going on for you. Open your visionary capacity today. Because we're also going to be working with Leo. And Leo is a fire sign. So we're working with the masculine axis in this particular window. We're working with air and fire. But Leo teaches the value of radiance. It uses the key of self-love to turn up its inner light, and the brighter it radiates, the more it inspires others. It's a natural leader, performer, star, director, and celebrity. She is self-confident, dramatic, regal, open-hearted, generous, creative, expansive, powerful, and outgoing. Loves to be center stage, a leading player, celebrating and sharing the zest for life. So this is what our moon is bringing us, this full moon in Leo that's happening tomorrow. So with Leo full moon, the one thing you want to focus on is radiant self-love. It's the most important gift that Leo brings. And the reason that Leo is the archetype of the actor or the center stage person is that those people who generate self-love, they have it out in the world, are those people that we want to follow. So when you think about it, it's those people that inspire you. So you want to look for insights within about what inspires you in this window. And how can you shine your light? Because each one of you has valuable gifts that need to be shared at this time. So we're looking at new and unconventional solutions, and we're looking at radiant self-love as a combination today. So I have a little technical difficulty, but Cheryl, who's on the call, was very helpful and said she could hear this music. I'm going to give you just a couple of minutes to choose your priority creation right now. What's something that you're working on that you want to put in the full moon cauldron to sort of get answers for? So bear with me just a second and there'll be a little music. Oop. That's not really what I want. whenever you've got an idea of what you want to work on, if you could either unmute or type done in the chat for me, that would be very helpful so I know. Okay, great. I'm going to give Zandria just another minute. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. So with that creation in mind, we work with Lisa Michaels' Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle. If you have your own deck, I always encourage you to draw your own cards, but I do have cards drawn for the collective. So if you don't have the deck handy, I have drawn cards for the group. And when we receive elemental guidance, we always start with Earth to get our container and our groundedness and our structure and form. So I pulled gratitude from the deck today, and I am grateful today for each of you being here. But the question that came to me was, what container supports you being a loving visionary? What container supports you being a loving visionary? So I'm going to try to get a little more meditative music on my phone if I can. We'll see. Yep. Well, today is going to be a quiet day, apparently. you want to share what you're getting, that would be great. Hopefully some things are coming through. Okay, I see some of you typing away, so. Oh, I love that, Sandria. Interestingly, the void as a container from which to draw info and inspiration and images. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. That's really cool. Cheryl says, a container that surrounds me in a peaceful, nurturing environment with others who believe in a vision for a sustainable, well future for our community. That's beautiful, Cheryl. Just beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. These are great. I get chills when I read some of these. It's just amazing. Thank you for sharing. I want to give everyone else just a minute to finish. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here today. Okay. Well, that is a very powerful start. As we move on to water, I got the clear, clean, and current card from the deck for the collective. And the water realm wanted to know what inspires love for yourself and others. What inspires love for yourself and others? I'm going to see if I can do something else about the music. Cheryl says, daily nurturing practices that opens me to intuition, guidance, and emotional support to relationships with myself and others. Thank you for that, Cheryl. Yeah, we need to remember to nurture ourselves. That's a beautiful reminder. Thanks, Juliana. Embracing diversity in all its forms. Even I have diversity over my lifespan if I look for evidence of changes and transformation. Thank you, Zandria. I love that. We are diverse in ourselves. Great takeaway. Great takeaway. Okay. So let me stop this. I finally found something that's a little more relaxing for today. Not that upbeat isn't good, but when we're journaling, it's nicer to have something a little softer. So I pulled the visionary card. I was like, well, wow. Thank you for that. Synchronicity. But in the mental realm, what isn't in harmony with your life vision that you can ask to leave? On the wind, with the air realm. Just do a scan. What isn't in harmony with your life vision that you can ask to leave now? Thank you, Cheryl. I'll wait just a minute to read it. I got something similar, so that's interesting. I'll share what I got too. Great add-on. Thanks, Juliana. It's good to know we're on pace. So I'm just going to read some of the comments here and share what I got for me, which I don't do a lot, but when I love it when it resonates with other people too. So Cheryl said self-doubt, lack of confidence, and believing in my ability to be a leader in my community. Feeling I need to hide to be safe and believing in my visions, trusting. So I have, negative thoughts. We all do. And what I got was stop saying them out loud. That was a big message for me today. Was you don't have to repeat them. That would be something I could really focus on. Thanks, Andrea. I really appreciate you. So let the winds of Aquarius, the winds of change, blow out what's not in harmony. Good time to do that. So now we're moving on to fire. And I got will, which is not a card I pull very often. Will. Where is your passion and your dreams leading you? Where is your passion and your dreams leading you? Hmm. Hmm. These are beautiful. Just give us another minute. We move on to spirit. Okay. Thank you, Juliana. I appreciate it. So I want to make sure to read these for the recording because they're just so lovely. Staying on the path of being committed to focusing on my thoughts and desires to fuel my vision and dreams. Thank you, Cheryl. And Zandria says her passion is leading her to the creation of Eden and my own personal golden age. How lovely. Thank you for sharing that. Just beautiful. Sounds like this is a good time for you, ladies. This Aquarius Leo window is quite inspiring here. So as we move to spirit, what vision does spirit have for you at this time? And we have a little extra time, so I really invite you to open and listen deeply. What vision does spirit have for you at this time? Mm. Mm. Beautiful, Cheryl. Just take another minute or two. Cheryl, I'm curious, have you seen the movie Kiss the Ground? It's on Netflix. Just wanted to mention with what you're typing, it seems to resonate, so I wanted to mention it. Thanks, Juliana. Glad you're here today. So I wanted to share what Cheryl had said, to tap into Spirit's love, to uplift my vibration, for the courage to carry out the plans to leave a legacy that will enhance a sustainable future for the next generations. Thank you for sharing that, Cheryl. Okay, so now we want to pull it all together. I want to give Zandria a chance to type in if she'd like to. Yes. Potentialities are eager to emerge now. Open the mind to allow it to be. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, so now we're going to put it all together. What's your unified field message from Aquarius and Leo? Mm. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl shares, I gratefully tap into universal love to clearly uplift my thoughts and emotions, to stay committed to my vision and my legacy for the future. Thank you, Cheryl. Thanks, Juliana. We're almost finished. I want to make sure Sandra has time and the people listening to the recording have time. So that's what this is about, just being together, allowing everyone's brilliance to come through. It's really quite miraculous. I really enjoy being with you all twice a month. It feels like a treat for me. And whoever shows up, it's perfect. Ah, okay. Let it swirl, girl. Thanks for letting me know. She says it's swirling around, so I'm done for now. And it might come more clear tomorrow when the actual full moon is here. So there's a couple of other things going on that I want to be sure you are tuned into. Mercury's going retrograde in just a few days, January 30th to February 21st. And, you know, some people have trouble with communication during this time, but one of the most wise elders I ever heard talk about it, they said, it's time to do all the RE words, including rest, but review, research, revel in completions, meaning if you have things that are left undone, this is a great window to focus on things that are almost done so that you can tie up loose ends, get completion so that you have more of a fresh slate when Mercury goes direct. And it is a prime time to ready the soil for what you want to grow. Because in addition to Mercury going retrograde, we also have the Wheel of the Year point Imbolc coming up on Tuesday, next Tuesday, February 2nd. And Bonnie Salomon will be doing a community ceremony for Imbolc February 2nd at 2 p.m. Eastern. Imbolc community ceremony. And if you want to mark your calendar, I will be doing, I don't have a slide for it, but I will be doing the new moon call for Aquarius. So we'll have Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon on February 10th at 2 o'clock. She'll announce it again, I'm sure, on February 2nd, and there'll be a newsletter. I hope you're on our list and get to see our e-zines and announcements. But thank you for being here today. Thank you for listening to the recording. If you listen later, may this time be a time of joy in terms of new vision for our world. Sure. Juliana wanted to know if she could ask. Oh, yes. And it is Chinese New Year. Tell me if I'm wrong, Xandria. I think it's the year of the ox coming up. I think that's right. Go ahead, Juliana.
I wanted to just check in what you mentioned earlier about the Mercury retrograde.
Uh-huh.
I'm new to all of this.
Sure.
But if I am in the process of purchasing a home that's have started the acceptance, but we won't be closing maybe while the Mercury is in retrograde.
Mm-hmm.
Does that have any effect on it?
Well, what I can tell you is the person who taught me about this was asked that question, and they don't normally sign contracts, but if they're supposed to sign contracts, in other words, your home's going to close, you can put a little addendum on the contract to say, this contract is subject to updating after February 21st. Like there's a little in the contract itself, because if something isn't revealed, let's say, or you need some extra to get some extra paperwork because things are slow. And this is just what was told to me by this very wise elder about doing that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you also want to just feel into what feels right to you.
Okay.
But that would be one way to address it, to just say allow for addendums after February 21st.
Now, is that you mean with the contract
Uh-huh.
or because that's already submitted and what
Okay.
kind of process? So it might be
Well,
like
then you may, it's not something brand new that you're starting. It's something that's in process. So
right.
if it's just signing something final, it may have absolutely no impact. But it is suggested that you don't initiate something new if you can wait.
Right.
That.
Okay.
But you're in process, it sounds like.
It's about 2/3 almost done.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is in order. It's just the closing date and that's it. So it might be in the week
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the Mercury starts. Okay. So it
Yeah.
should be fine. I shouldn't worry about that.
No, I wouldn't worry about it. I would just take a little extra time as you're reading over the final papers. That may be one suggestion I would make.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for the question. I appreciate it very much. All right. Great question. I appreciate you all very much, and I look forward to seeing you on February 2nd at 2 o'clock if you can be there, or check our YouTube channel for the recording for Imbolc. But look forward to seeing you February 10th next time. Thank you for your time. Be well.
Thank you, Judy.
Sure.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Bless
you.
you.
Happy full moon, everyone. Thank you, Cheryl. All right. See you next time.